Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you're standing at the edge of your life, looking back. You're old now. Your body is weak. Your time is almost up. And in that final moment, you're forced to ask yourself one question. Did I really live? Or did I just exist? Most people never ask this question until it's too late. They sleepwalk through decades. They numb themselves with comfort. They convince themselves there's always tomorrow. But tomorrow is a lie we tell ourselves to avoid the terror of today. This is not another motivational video. This is a wake-up call. And if you're watching this, some part of you already knows you're running out of time. You're running out of time, not tomorrow, not someday. Right now, every second you spend scrolling, complaining, waiting for the perfect moment, time's gone, and it's never coming back. Let that sink in. Really feel it. The moment you just experienced. Dead, the hour you spent last night doing nothing. Buried, you can't rewind. You can't pause. Time is the one resource you can never earn back, and you're hemorrhaging it like it's infinite. Most people live like they have forever. They postpone their dreams. They tolerate jobs they hate. They stay in relationships that drain them. They tell themselves, I'll start next week, next month, next year, when things settle down, when I have more money, when I feel ready. But next never comes, because next is just another word for never. You know what the cruelest part is. You actually believe your own excuses. You've convinced yourself that waiting is wise, that being cautious is smart, that one day, when the stars align and everything is perfect, you'll finally become the person you dream about. But that day doesn't exist. It's a fantasy, a beautiful lie you tell yourself to avoid the uncomfortable truth. You're afraid, and that fear is killing you slowly, one wasted day at a time. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in Rome, emperor of the greatest empire on earth, wrote in his private journal, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Think about that. A man who had everything: power, wealth, armies at his command. This is what kept him awake at night. Not politics, not conquest. The realization that death could take him at any moment. He wasn't being morbid. He wasn't being dramatic. He was being honest. Brutally, uncomfortably honest. Death doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't care about your plans. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't give you a warning or a countdown timer. It just comes. And when it does, all those things you were going to do, they die with you. And here's the truth nobody wants to hear. The truth that makes people uncomfortable. The truth that most will scroll past because it's too heavy to carry. You're already dying right now. As you read this, your body is aging. Your cells are breaking down. Your energy is finite. The people you love are on the same clock. Your parents are getting older. Your friends won't be here forever. Neither will you. Every sunrise you witness is one less you'll ever see. Every conversation is potentially your last with that person. Every moment is being consumed, burned up, turned to ash in the furnace of time. So why are you living like you have unlimited chances? Why are you acting like there's a pause button? Why are you saving your best effort for someday? Why are you holding back, playing it safe, waiting for permission to live the life you actually want? The ancient Stoics understood something we've forgotten in our modern world of distractions and delusions. Life isn't long. It's actually brutally short. Seneca, who watched men waste their lives in the courts of Rome, said most people don't live, they merely exist. They waste decades in distraction, in comfort, in fear. And then one day they wake up old, full of regret, wondering where it all went. But it didn't disappear. It didn't vanish into thin air. They gave it away. 2 screens. To gossip, to worry, to things that didn't matter, to people who didn't care, 2 jobs that sucked their soul, 2 habits that numbed them, just enough to keep going but never enough to feel alive. You think you're saving time by avoiding hard things. You're not. You're burning it. Every day you choose comfort over growth. You're choosing slow death over life. Every time you hit snooze, you're saying your dreams can wait. Every time you say I'm not ready, you're really saying I'm afraid. And fear is expensive. It doesn't cost you money. It costs you years. Look at your life right now. Really look at it. Strip away the excuses, the justifications, the stories you tell yourself. How much of what you do actually matters? How much of your day moves you toward the person you want to become? Be honest. Most of it is noise, filler, empty hours that felt safe but meant nothing. Comfortable numbness masquerading as living. You scroll through other people's lives while yours passes by. You consume content about success while doing nothing to create your own. You watch motivational videos and feel inspired for 15 minutes, then go right back to the same patterns, the same excuses, the same prison of your own making. This isn't living. This is waiting. Waiting for what? For life to get easier. It won't. For the fear to go away. It doesn't. For someone to give you permission. They never will. Epictetus was born a slave. Let that reality hit you. He wasn't born into privilege. He didn't have opportunities handed to him. He had nothing. No freedom, no power, no comfort. He couldn't even own himself. He was property. His life wasn't his own. He could be beaten, sold, killed on a whim. Everything we take for granted: choice, autonomy, basic human dignity. He didn't have any of it, but he became one of history's greatest philosophers. His words still echo 2,000 years later. Emperors studied his teachings. His wisdom shaped civilizations. How? How does a man with nothing achieve what most people with everything never do? He stopped wasting energy on what he couldn't control. He focused everything on what he could: his mind, his choices, his character. He looked at his chains and said, "You can own my body, but my mind is free." And in that decision, he became more free than most people who have never known physical bondage. You have more freedom than he ever did. More opportunity, more resources, more choices, and you're squandering it. You have the internet, all human knowledge at your fingertips. You have time. You have agency. You can change your job, your city, your entire life. You can learn any skill, start any project, become anyone you want to be. And what are you doing with this incredible privilege? Complaining, scrolling, waiting, making excuses. Think about what you did yesterday. Go through your day, hour by hour. How much of it mattered? How much of it moved you toward the person you want to become? How much of it will you remember in a year? Be brutally honest. Most of it was meaningless. Most of it was autopilot. Most of it was just passing time, killing time, as if time is your enemy and not your most precious resource. Now imagine you only had 1 year left, 12 months, 52 weeks, That's it. Would you still spend 3 hours a day on your phone? Would you still binge watch shows you don't even enjoy? Would you still stay in that soul-crushing routine? Would you still avoid that difficult conversation, that creative project, that risk you're terrified to take? No, you wouldn't waste a single day. You'd act immediately, urgently. You'd tell the people you love that you love them. You'd start that business, write that book, have that conversation, take that trip. You'd stop pretending that comfort is the goal and start living like every moment counts. So why aren't you acting now? What magical amount of time would make you start? 2 years? 5? 10? When is it enough? When do you finally deserve to live? The harsh truth is this: you don't need more time. You need more courage. You don't need the perfect plan. You need to start with what you have, where you are, right now, messy, imperfect, afraid, unprepared. That's how every great thing begins. Nobody feels ready. The woman who starts a company feels terrified. The man who leaves his toxic job feels uncertain. The person who ends a dead relationship feels alone. But they do it anyway. Not because they're braver than you, because they understand something you haven't accepted yet. Fear is not a stop sign. It's a compass pointing toward growth. Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Read that again. You're not lost because life is meaningless. You're lost because you haven't decided what your life means. You're waiting for purpose to find you, to tap you on the shoulder and announce itself. But purpose doesn't find you. Purpose doesn't arrive like a package. You forge it through discipline, through suffering, through choosing something bigger than your comfort, through deciding that your life will stand for something, even if that something is just refusing to waste another day. You want to know your purpose. It's whatever you're willing to suffer for. It's whatever you'll keep doing when it's hard, when it's lonely, when nobody's watching, when there's no applause. That's your purpose. Not some cosmic destiny. Just what you choose to care about enough to endure for. Stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a myth. It's an excuse dressed up as wisdom. The most important moments of your life will terrify you. Your wedding day, your first child, starting your dream career. Every major step forward requires you to leap before you're ready. Do them anyway. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are whether they change constantly. You can't build a life on sunshine alone. Motivation gets you started. Discipline is what builds the life you want. Discipline is showing up when you don't feel like it. Discipline is doing what's hard now, so life gets easier later. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And stop lying to yourself. This is the big one, the one that stings. You know exactly what you need to do. You've known for months, maybe years. It's not a mystery. You're not confused. You're just scared. You need to leave that job. You know it. You need to end that relationship. You know it. You need to stop drinking so much. Start exercising. Stop lying. Start creating. You know exactly what needs to change. And that's fine. Fear doesn't disqualify you. Everyone is afraid. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting despite it. Inaction is what disqualifies you. Knowing what to do and choosing comfort anyway, that's what kills dreams. The forge doesn't care about your excuses. Picture a blacksmith's workshop. The fire roars at 2,000 degrees. The hammer falls without mercy. The steel doesn't get to complain. It doesn't get to say, "I'm not ready. I'm too tired. Can we do this tomorrow?" The fire doesn't soften because the metal is uncomfortable. The hammer doesn't lighten because the process is hard. Steel only becomes steel through heat and pressure and pain, through being broken down and reformed, through being shattered and made whole. And you only become who you're meant to be by facing what you've been avoiding, that difficult conversation you keep postponing. It's your fire, that project you're scared to start. It's your hammer, that fear you keep running from. It's the heat that will either destroy you or transform you. Your choice. Every day you wake up, you're standing at a fork in the road. One path is comfortable, familiar, safe. It's the path you've been walking. It leads exactly where you are now. Same frustrations, same regrets, same person. The other path is unknown. It's uncomfortable. It demands more of you. It requires you to become someone you've never been. But it's the only path that leads somewhere new. Which one are you choosing today? Because you are choosing. Inaction is a choice. Staying where you are is a choice. Every day you don't change is a day you chose not to. This is your life. Not a draft. Not a rehearsal. Not a trial run. This is it. The only one you get. There's no director calling cut so you can try the scene again. There's no editor fixing your mistakes in post-production. This is the final version being recorded in real time. And it's playing whether you're ready or not. The time you're wasting right now, scrolling through distractions, numbing yourself with content, hiding in comfort, you can't earn that back. Those hours are gone. The relationships you're neglecting will fade. Your parents are getting older while you're busy. Your friends are moving forward while you're standing still. The dreams you're postponing will die with you. You think you're protecting yourself by waiting. You're not. You're just ensuring that when the end comes, you'll have a longer list of regrets. Marcus Aurelius had an empire. Legions of soldiers, palaces, power beyond imagination. And still, he meditated on death every morning. Still, he reminded himself that time was running out. Because he understood, it doesn't matter what you have. It matters what you do with it. You have a chance. Right now, today, this moment. Both are temporary. Both demand that you act. An empire crumbles. A life ends. The opportunity in front of you won't wait forever, so stop wasting your life waiting for it to begin. It already has. You're already in the middle of your story. The only question is, what kind of story is it? Is it the story of someone who knew what they wanted but was too afraid to reach for it? Is it the story of potential that was never realized, of dreams that died in the waiting room? Is it the story of comfort chosen over purpose, safety over significance? Or is it the story of someone who woke up, who stopped lying to themselves, who felt the fear and acted anyway, who decided that 1 year of living fully was worth more than 50 years of sleepwalking? The clock is ticking. It never stops. You can hear it if you listen. Every second, another chance evaporates. Every minute, another piece of your life turns to memory. Every hour, you get closer to the end. The question isn't whether you have enough time. You don't. Nobody does. The question is, what are you going to do with what's left? Remember this moment. This uncomfortable feeling in your chest right now. That's your soul trying to wake you up. That's the part of you that knows you're meant for more. Screaming to be heard over the noise of your excuses. Don't let this be another video you watch and forget. Don't let this be another moment of inspiration that fades by tomorrow. Let this be the moment everything changed. The moment you stopped waiting. The moment you started living. You're running out of time. We all are. The only question is, what are you going to do about it? The forge is waiting. The fire is hot. The hammer is raised down. Now step forward.